So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games.
There's little doubt that Rui Costa will be conductor-in-chief in this lineup.
And you'd want to be conducted by him, wouldn't you?
Well, you would, because he's not the quickest and strongest, and yet his awareness and deft footwork make him the perfect link-up man. He is the creator-in-chief.
He's gone direct here. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Neymar. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, nice touch. Griezmann did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a promising position. He's got away.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Quarter of an hour played. And it's Rooney. Rooney pinches it off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's the keeper's ball. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Rooney. Neymar. He is through. There's the shot! And he's there to get it away. Serginho. Now it's Bebeto. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. Threads one in. Tries to pass it through. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's picked his way through. And this is Neymar. India have reclaimed it. Neymar. Conte. That is ended up in no man's land.
India have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Baresi. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And this is Shevchenko. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
And we have our very first corner. India are looking to go forward now. And it's Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? Shevchenko. And he's managed to get free. Big header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That is good alertness. And Bebeto! Yes! The breakthrough arrives at last! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the
Messi! Oh, how good is he? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter. Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
He has found a way through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well read, nice interception. He's having a hit!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Neymar. Cleared away. Taken back almost at once. Can he finish? There's a goal! They They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
India take the lead.
I think what we've just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through. Remarkable.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rooney. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Griezmann. Cafu. He won't be happy with that one. And that will be the final act. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Neymar taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. So there's Massimo Otto, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work, the way he nullified the threat of some of the biggest names in the game during his heyday, and that was really impressive.
Yeah, I remember a lot of those performances really well. Rooney. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Roberto Carlos tries to clear. Is there any... Messi! Oh, it's come loose. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Bellingham. And it's Salah. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Vieira deals with that comfortably. So what can they make of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Header! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he shoots! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Into the lead once more. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And De Bruyne! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And now they can spring out of defence. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. India are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Ribery. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's been given away. Gently done. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And that has been cut short. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Ribery. Ribery! And the ball's come loose here. And the first 45 minutes are up. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
India can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Looking to play him in. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Played into space. Dinked through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Mohamed Salah. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played back in. Chance, surely! Sensational from Suarez! About as smooth as it gets. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
2 goals on the day, and can he finish? He has done it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
India.
Well,
It's Neymar!
India really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining.
Rooney! And he has kept it out somehow.
Rooney actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Baresi gets over and intercepts. Bellingham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bellingham. Now it's Neymar. Half an hour gone in the second half.
India really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Nice interception, well timed. Now that's well seen too. De Bruyne. Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. Now it's Messi. And here's Rooney. He's on it. Can he get away? Danger averted for now.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Mohamed Salah. Luis Suarez. And that is as far as it goes. India can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the...
And a chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Son Heung-min. Great vision. Now it's Raul. Neatly clipped into space. That's really well cleared. And we have our very first corner. We've got a throw in. Here comes the cross. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Raul. And they're quick to press. India leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He's got away. Robertson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's a key interception. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Threads one in. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Now it's Son Heung-min. Now that's well seen too. That's been cut out, well played. Messi, given the lift of his goal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Kimmich. And it's Messi. And here's Son Heung-min.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Aubameyang. Aubameyang. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now it's Bebeto. Eto'o, always looking for that half a chance. And he's worked it through. Bebeto. The defence just about came out on top, but they were... Bebeto! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. India have the chance to go the other way. And the through ball. And this is Messi, face to face with the keeper. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard...
Neymar! Aubameyang clears. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. India.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
India have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. India carrying a one-goal lead. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Now it's Raul. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? And that has put paid to that. Vieira. Roberto Carlos. He is through here. Aubameyang. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Eto'o. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Played back in. Vitinha.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Stood up well to him there. Plays a sharp little ball here. Son Heung-min showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's a pretty loose pass. And here's Eto'o. That's a delicate pass. And that is expertly dealt with. Raul. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Roberto Carlos. Son Heung-min is flagged offside. Bebeto proves just a little bit too strong. Tries to pass it through. And this is Raul. Now it's a... And the shot! It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get it through? And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not...
He's having a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Alexander-Arnold standing over it.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
Kachu! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Can he get it through? And it's Luis Suarez! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This their second corner of the game. Chance! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a...
Tries a shot! They've done it! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he welcomes it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now, can they get him away? Referee has just said play on. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi, look at the space. Real chance! Ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Dealt with nicely by the defence. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Vieira. Baresi spots it and intercepts. And it's Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's played it in low. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi, done delicately. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Nuno Mendes. Messi looks... And the half-time whistle goes. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're just settling back into this second half. Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Tries to pass it through. Not the most accurate pass. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Played into space, and this is Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. He can get that clear. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Alexander-Arnold charging forward, the ball at his... It's Luis Suarez! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's hoisted clear. Alexander-Arnold tries making a foray down the right. India have the chance to go the other way. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Rooney. Luis Suarez. And this is Luis Suarez. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nicked it back promptly. Just about up to 75 minutes. Alexander-Arnold. Nicely shaped ball. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
A probing pass. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Luis Suarez.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? And that is that. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Manchester United have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Messi thinks about the shot. Oh, and one more try! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
India are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have the first goal. And the shot! Oh, the ball. In he goes again! Sticks it away! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Yamal duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings. Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Now it's Cruyff. He has a look up. And the shot! In he goes again. He has done it! And they're back in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Yamal. Pressing high and with purpose. India heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Vieira is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Bellingham tries to pass it through. Bellingham. Now it's Cruyff. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
India head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. So we're just settling back into this second half. And he's found a way past. Chance, surely! And it's there! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. India grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. And here's Messi. Otto gets into some space. Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it. Oh, what has happened here? Played towards the front line. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. Messi. So we've reached the hour mark. And it's Totti. Messi. And Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Eto'o looking to add to his goal. Tries to play it through. Cruyff. And this is Neymar. Oh, he's bustling through here. And he's in on goal. And he shoots! Oh, taken with style. Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
2 goals on the day, and he made... Great chance! And another try! And he hits the net. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Manchester United grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Neymar with a real chance. Neymar! Oh, it's come off the upright. No, not quite. India have it back and can go again. That's beautifully weighted. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bellingham. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. He's found a way through. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Totti. And it's Messi. Neymar. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. 5 minutes to add. Totti. Looking to pass their way through. Neymar looking to run onto it. And a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! Oh, that's a waste. Baresi. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered through. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, we have a very exciting player here, Peter, in the shape of Kavica Kvaratskhelia. Someone who's shown amazing adaptability and versatility wherever he's gone. You often see him hugging that left touchline, and he just adores engaging fullbacks and taking them on, and he gets a thrill out of beating players, and this guy can have a great career.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Aubameyang! And Aubameyang! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Aubameyang is offering a wry smile there.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Barcelona with another corner. Corner number 2 then. Ronaldo getting this one clear. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Ronaldo. That is good alertness. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Zanetti. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zanetti just loves to go forward whenever he can. Goes for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Kvaratskhelia really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Zanetti with the slide tackle there. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Olise does well to get it back. Olise plays a sharp little ball here. No, not quite. Rooney!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Bellingham.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that could well leave a mark. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. India presented with a golden opportunity here. So the would-be breakthrough moment. And he's denied! And that's a poor pen.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Cafu. Rooney. And he's lost his man. It's Rooney! And that has skinned the post.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Olise. That'll be a throw. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's in on goal. And the flag has stayed down. No foul, says the referee. And the first half is done. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I would say, Peter, that the scoreline isn't entirely reflective of that first half. There's been a decent ebb and flow. The penalty obviously jumps out as the moment, but there's plenty of time left to see things change.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. And we are... Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Olise clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, their fourth corner of the game. Vieira with the clearance. Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot! And he's done it!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. He's shifting through the gears here. Howson can get it clear.
India really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That's a sharp pass. And the through ball. And this is Rooney. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Thuram spots it and intercepts. Now that looks a decent ball. Olise. Oh, that's fabulous. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Aubameyang. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Strokes it back.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He is through here. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Bellingham. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that will be it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Kimmich goes steaming forward. That has been slung wide. Gets his head on it! In for the pieces! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, it's come loose! He's got away! Takes a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And that was very necessary.
India really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Neymar. He is through here! Now, who's going to be first to this? Gerrard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, good-looking ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Now he's got space here. And he's picked out the... And he shoots! No mistake! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical. Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal...
Fallen! Goal! Japan! And they get themselves in front! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rijkaard. And here's Eto'o. Bellingham. Now it's Forlan. Driving on and making good progress. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, that's well spotted. And the whistle goes for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And we're underway again.
India really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And here it's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bellingham, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Messi wriggles his way through. Oh, that's nice. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. India needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Japan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, it's come loose! Ball is over the line.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Forlan, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. And he's only too happy to take that back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely bit of skill.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bellingham. And here's Cruyff.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Has a look and place it forward. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Eto'o. And here's Messi. Eto'o. Messi is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And that's a nicely shaped ball. Vieira makes the interception.
They're avoiding the blatant...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. India can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Messi. Howson deals with that comfortably. Messi tries to pass it through. Oh, just the keeper to beat! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Thinks about the shots, goes for a shot! They've scored! First blood drawn. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Aubameyang. That's going to go a long way. Ball driven towards the far post. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Messi. Bellingham simply refused to be outdone there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Messi. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Bellingham. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Aubameyang. Well seen. Saw that coming. Chelsea ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And this is Messi. And he's had a shot! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. One sweeping move, execute. India are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. That gets things going for the second half. Messi does well to stand firm and defend it. And it's Neymar. And here's Cruyff. Rijkaard. Bellingham goes sliding in. And they can counter here. Neymar running with the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played into the middle. Climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. India are 2 up early in the second half. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Neymar. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ah, such a clever touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Neymar puts his foot on the gas.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, truly brave defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Is there any support? He might not need it. Neymar did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Bellingham. And here's Messi. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Neymar. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. And here's Eto'o. Cruyff. Bellingham. Rijkaard. Now it's Messi. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's some great... And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Eto'o, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's away. It's Luis Suarez! It's loose, and he's gone for goal! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities, always fancies himself no matter what the situation.
Neymar. Cruyff. He is just caressing the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Luis Suarez. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Threads one in, and that could set him on his way. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
No goals as yet.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Suarez receives it in a good position here. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Ball's played through. Neymar looking to get on the end of this. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Great ball if he can get there. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. India.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
India can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And this is John, surely! Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Messi. Knocks it into space. Now there's a fine ball. Played in by Eto. Decent chance! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
India grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Hit into the middle. Buffon claims it without any fuss. India have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And here's Cruyff. And he's made sure that's not getting through. De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. Thuram spots it and intercepts. And here's Cruyff. And he's lost his man here. He's having a shot! And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better,
He's had a shot! He's scored! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still.
Just about within shooting range. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Luis Suarez. Baresi cuts out the pass. Has a look and plays it forward. Can he get it through? That's a good ball. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So now the difference is 3. No, he's not getting his way this time. That's surely a foul. Free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. And that's it. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Cruyff picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.